A political storm is brewing in the Senate following a strong warning from former Edo State Governor and Senator Adams Oshiomole over Governor Seyi Makinde's decision to call for a United Nations investigation into the adoption of school children and teachers in Oyo State. Oshiomole has urged the Senate to caution Governor Makinde, questioning the decision to invite international intervention into what he described as an internal security matter.
I thought that was the most unstatesmanly. He was carrying partisan politics too far, and this Senate should condemn his unguided statement. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. When we wake up and call on foreign authorities to investigate, this is one case in which our armed forces have shown that without paying ransom, even if it meant that these children and some of the elders had to be in captivity for almost 2 months, that the armed forces were working quietly to have these rescue operations, which, as well captured in this motion, led to some loss of life. To trivialize it, to suggest, as the governor of Oyo State seems to have done, that there is something that is not open, that the UN needs to unearth the circumstances, is to question the sovereignty of our nation and to downplay the achievement of the commander-in-chief, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and all the service chiefs, and in fact all those involved in this process. I think that there is a moment in the history of a nation when, across party divide, we should stand in unison to commend what has happened, the way in which people were released, and to encourage the armed forces to build on it, that they should extend and get more gadgets. It's not possible for them to share with us some of the things they did. Like I heard, they were able to identify the guys, arrest some of their relatives, etc., etc. These are not details that we're interested in. Very good point. But I want us to resolve that.
Thank you. Wonderful point.
This reaction came after Governor Seyi Makinde appealed to the United Nations, an international human rights organization, to investigate the adoption of school children and teachers in a rural local government area of Oyo State.
As the executive governor of Oyo State, call on the appropriate international human rights and accountability mechanism, including those within the United Nations system, to closely examine the facts surrounding this abduction and the circumstances of its resolution. Such scrutiny is not intended to undermine our institution. Rather, it is intended to reinforce public confidence that the truth will be established and that every person found to bear responsibility, regardless of office, influence, or affiliation, will be held accountable. Under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the primary responsibility for national security rests with the federal government and the security agencies under its command. The Nigerian people, therefore, deserve a full and transparent account of what happened, who was responsible, whether there were institutional failures, negligence, or collusion at any level, and what measures must now be taken to ensure that no community is ever subjected to such an ordeal again. This is not about politics. It is about justice for the victims, reassurance for our people, and restoring public confidence that every Nigerian child can go to school without fear.
However, Nigeria's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Jimoh Ibrahim, has also rejected the call, insisting that the United Nations does not intervene in the internal security matters of sovereign nations. Ibrahim advised Governor Makinde to focus on strengthening security measures and supporting victims of the attack rather than seeking intervention from the international community. Meanwhile, another major development is unfolding in Abuja, this time involving a controversial figure accused of impersonating a government official and allegedly forging presidential documents. Police authorities have arrested Adeniyi Adeyemi, the self-acclaimed Director General of the disputed Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, popularly known as PFIPC. Adeniyi was arrested by operatives of the Intelligence Response Team in Osun State after a federal high court in Abuja issued a bench warrant for his arrest. The arrest followed his failure to appear in court for a scheduled arraignment on an 8-count charge involving allegations of forgery, fraud, and impersonation. Police spokesperson Okokon Iniedu confirmed the arrest, saying security operatives have successfully taken Adeyemi into custody. A video released after the arrest showed Adeyemi being questioned by police officer. The federal government alleges that Adeyemi forged an appointment letter purportedly issued by President Bola Tinubu and signed by the Chief of Staff to the President Femi Gbajabiamila. He is also accused of alleging forging presidential letter-headed documents and presenting himself falsely as the Director General of a government agency. The controversy surrounding PFIPC attracted national attention after Adeyemi appeared publicly with prominent Nigerians and circulated images suggesting he had official government recognition. He also claimed that he contributed money towards securing his alleged appointment, an allegation the presidency strongly denied. The presidency maintained that no such agency existed, while Adeyemi insisted that the council was legitimate, arguing that its appearance in government budget documents shows it was recognized. Amid the controversy, President Bola Tinubu directed the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offense Commission (ICPC) to investigate the matter. Now, with Adeyemi in police custody, Nigerians are waiting to see how the court processes will unfold and whether the allegation against him will be proven. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more political updates.